Now, most of you know me for the 350Z, the G35, and funny content, shorts, all that stuff, but I also have a Jeep. This is my 91 Jeep Wrangler YJ with the inline 6 4.0. I have a house and I need to have something a little bit more practical to get things around, you know, buying things, you know, yard work, things like that. I don't really want to get a truck again because, you know, you got to buy another truck, prices are crazy. You know, I'm a fan of this Jeep. We've built it on the channel. If you want to see more videos on that, there's a whole playlist for it. Long story short, I really don't want to get rid of the Jeep, so we have a solution, which is a nice little trailer, which I'll show you right now. Oh, it's pretty good, right? I mean, sure, it doesn't look like much now, but you know, we're gonna work on it a little bit. It's sturdy. It's a sturdy unit, and you know what? It's registered. That's a pretty big deal. This thing started its life as I think a snowmobile trailer, and then the guy modified it. He like added these additional portions here. You can see where he welded and ground it down, and then he just put wood on it, and it just kind of gives like this awkward wall here on the inside of the wheel arches, and yeah, it's just kind of a weird design. Not saying that we're gonna do anything much better than this, but we're gonna swap out all the plywood for some actual like pressure treated boards, like good stuff. So that's what we're working on in this video, and this should be pretty good. Well, it's disconnected, and did I mention it's Nick's trailer?
Very interesting. Sure.
It is. You can see where they added here. Oh, look, this isn't even connected here. Yeah, we're definitely gonna have to do some work here. Probably grind this down. We gotta get, so these are just self-tappers, so we gotta cut these off. But the overall like structure of it is still solid. Coat of paint, this thing will look mint.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say so. Yeah, I like it.
Good.
Yeah, it looks great. Got it up on the ramps. Nick dove into the corner of his the lost corner of his garage, found the remnants of a lot of old projects. And we have some metal to work with here. Got some welding to do, we got some cleaning up to do. We're not gonna bore you with all the details, we're just gonna do it. Woo! All right, so they had self-tappers in here all over the place. So what I went ahead and did and grabbed the cutting wheel, cut them down, and then ground them down so they're nice and flat. And there are some horrible welds here. This, like I said, was an add-on piece, and I think they were able to weld it on the sides, just not the top and the bottom, because the welds up here are awful. And we're gonna fix a lot of that. So we'll get to re-welding, painting, all that. But I think we're just gonna go over with a wire wheel over all this, just to give the paint something to adhere to. I think so. We've been like kind of welding and patch welding, and I'm drilling out little drainage holes and stuff, and yeah, slowly but surely. I hope you guys like us walking around like we're ants fixing this thing up. It's not pretty, but it's it'll hold. It will hold. right, things are moving along, and we're gonna be doing a wood deck on this and wood siding. So we got these from Home Depot. These are just brackets that we're gonna weld onto the side, and they're good for 2x4. Slip them right in, good to go. So we're gonna be attaching these along the side as well. All right, so we got the lumber here, and Nick went ahead and primed the trailer. So we have some Tractor Supply specialty black paint. So I'm gonna go ahead and just brush this on and see if we can get some coats of paint on here, so then we can start doing the lumber and get this thing finished up. All right, she's now painted up. I did the front half, Nick painted the rest like a G, and it looks pretty good. But now we got all this lumber. We're gonna fix this thing up and make it look real good. Dude, these came out so good.
Yeah.
Welds on this, we're really happy with those.
Did you see my little guys I gave you?
Yeah, they're awesome.
Welding them on for you.
I know, they're great, little tie downs.
Yeah.
Yeah, this thing's gonna be something special. It's really cold out. Let's get this thing inside. All right, Nick's never seen this before, so we're gonna get his reaction. Oh dear. This is great.
Look! I got beans, greens, potatoes, tomatoes, lamb, rams, hogs, dogs, chicken, turkeys, rabbit, you name it! Look! I got beans, greens, potatoes, tomatoes, lamb, rams, hogs, dogs, beans, greens, potatoes, tomatoes, chicken, turkeys, rabbit, you name it!
It's that time of year. she's done and she's got her first pile of scrap in it. This is all of the leftover stuff from the Jeep, all the metal we cut out, rotors that have been piled up, old wheels. That's the old door, you shake it and there's all rust inside, but we did a little bit of a redneck stain and she's looking good. We're gonna put some temporary lights on it. We're gonna try and go over to the scrap yard and get it hooked up. Check this out. I had to buy a trailer hitch with an 11-inch drop, and that made it pretty level. It's not perfect. We probably need about, what'd you say, 14 inches? Yeah, 14 inches to be perfectly level, but I'm really happy with the level of it right now. So we'll see how she pulls, and let's go cash in some scrap. All right, so the scrap run went great. This is actually a couple days later, and I've actually taken 3 scrap runs with this, and the most I've had in the trailer so far was 1,350 pounds. You can see it's dirty. It's got some rust in there from all calipers and things like that, and it is doing really, really well. I'm really liking the design so far. It's not too tall, not too low for the kind of scrap, which is mostly car parts that I've been hauling around. I think it'll do just fine. I think in the springtime, if we end up doing any landscaping or anything like that, we might build some taller sides, but overall, very, very happy with this. One thing I didn't show, I don't know if I showed actually, I'll have to go and find it in the video, but we did these latches here on all 4 corners. I'm probably gonna take them out of the end grain because the end grain's not strong. I'm probably gonna put the tab here and have it reach over and pull it that way. So that's one design flaw that's gonna be improved. We did add lights, so we got red marker here, brake with backup lights here, other markers on the side here, amber. We wired everything up. It's attached, and I got to get a longer chain so I can do a cross underneath. I haven't been doing that, but it's only been a couple of days, so no big deal. And all the lighting works actually, so I'm really excited to have this, and it really came a long way from where it was before. So yeah, she's doing great. So I hope you guys liked the build, the restoration of this trailer. Hopefully it helps you out, or at least just a little bit entertaining. So thanks to Nick for helping out with this. Couldn't have done it without him. And I'm really happy with how this turned out. So like the video, comment, subscribe, and we'll have more MR2 content coming out next week, and 350Z content's coming. There's just a ton of content coming, and we'll have weekly uploads, maybe even twice a week. So we'll see. But love you guys. Thank you so much for your support. See you on the next one.